What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Pat. I'm a full-time reseller, and as you can see from the title of the video, today's going to be a what sold video. I'm going over 10 items that I sold last month in July. All these items sold relatively fast, within a few weeks to a few days. I only chose about 10 out of the 218 items that I sold, which I'm going to share my screen with you guys. You can see here. I did a little over $5,000 in sales. About 53% of that's profit. A relatively slower month. Summer usually sucks for clothing sellers like myself, but I have been getting more into health and beauty and electronics, so you're going to see everything from toothpaste to DVDs, or DVD players rather. And we're just going to get right into it, and I'm going to start showing you some of the items that I sold. So first up is going to be this Samsung model BD-J5700 Blu-ray player. Now actually I found a bunch of these over the last couple months, and they always stick out to me because of this curve in the front here. And there's actually 2 or 3 different models that I've noticed that have that curve, but this one sold for a little bit more. It sold for $39.95 plus $12 shipping. I paid $3.20 for this at Goodwill. It was on sale, and I have a 25% off all year long discount that is part of a program that the Goodwills around me do, where you pay $25 and you get 25% off the entire year, no matter what it is. And they do have other promotions that I've talked about in my other videos. Well, they'll run 40% to 50%, sometimes 60% off, depending on whatever they choose to do. But these are pretty relatively easy to test. It's a Blu-ray player. It has Wi-Fi capabilities and all that. You can see, here's a pro tip, always take pictures of the model, and if they have any serial numbers like this one, sometimes buyers will buy yours and replace it with a broken one and say it didn't work. But if you can show that the model number is there, and if there's any model number or serial number that you can cross-reference, this I think it had it, I'm not sure. Well, you have model code, but serial number right there on the bottom next to the barcode. It's always good to use in case somebody decides to try to pull like a switcheroo. But overall, that was great. I made about a little over $30 on that one. Next up, 511 Tactical. Great brand to resell. I've actually sold a lot of pants and shirts over the last couple months. But this one actually sold within about 2 weeks. I should have mentioned the DVD player sold within 2 days of listing. There was a couple more that were listed, and I forgot to talk about, that actually had remotes and sold for a little bit more, which I was debating on doing, because for the remotes it cost me $6 that I could have put with this, and I could have got a little bit more out of, but to sell it within 2 days and make $30 I was completely fine with. Now back to the 511 Tactical. This was a 3XL, so it was a larger size, which is great. Get down to the photos here. There's a picture of the tag. This one I paid $3.29 for, and I took a best offer of $20 plus $4.95 shipping. So after everything, I made about $13. Next up, this was a great sale. I found this at a thrift store that's kind of local to me that I like to pop in every once in a while. I paid a little over $4 for this. It sat for 3 weeks, and I took a best offer of $200. Now, Stefano Ricci is a pretty good brand for ties. I would sell fairly often when I found them. I would sell fairly quickly, rather. But here's a picture of the tag. It's 100% silk, and I would have asked more, or I would have waited to get more, but this had a couple stains on the front here. Here's one little stain by like the I think it was this. Oh, this one was by the sleeve, and there's another one here. And it had a little bit of damage on the cuff end. So actually, buyer sent me I didn't have offers on this, but a buyer sent me a message saying he was willing to pay $200, and I was just happy to move it. And then next up, I got this for free from a family friend who was moving, and they were just getting rid of a bunch of stuff, so they gave me a backpack full of stuff, and this was at the bottom with a couple other lenses that I actually kept because they fit my camera. This one was for a different SLR camera. Didn't have any hazing, which if you're going to sell lenses, you always want to make sure there's no mold spots within the lenses and there's no scratches. This one was in great condition. It only had the back cap, but luckily there was like a cloth around it, so as you can see here, there's no scratches on the lenses or anything. This one sold fairly quickly, within 2.5 weeks, so I paid nothing for it, and I made about 40 bucks after fees and shipping. But Canon lenses or any kind of camera lenses in general, if you can get them for if you can get them for cheap rather, they'll sell fairly quickly if you price them right. Next up, I love finding these. These are Trafalgar suspenders or braces, whatever you want to call them. This one had a little stain on them, but some patterns will do better than others. There are rare ones that sell for like the $100, $200 range. But I was happy to get $22, $22.50 shipped for these. These sold fairly quickly. I paid $2 for them at my local Goodwill, and I made about 15 bucks. They sold within a week and a half. So that was a really good sale. Toothpaste, who would have thought? I actually found a bunch of these on clearance at a local store. So these were a retail arbitrage item. I found 14 of them. I paid about 79 cents each. So I lotted them together, which, as you can see here, all 7 sold. Somebody actually bought two lots of 2, and then I sold 10 or 5 lots of 2 for a total of $44.95 with free shipping. All in all, I made about 20 bucks. These sold within 2 days. This was a great pickup. It was fast. I got probably, I think, $7.85 into the lot of 5 or 10 tubes of toothpaste. And to make 20 bucks within a few days, I'm fine with that. Next up, this was an interesting find. This is a FootJoy Dry Joys Hydrolite short sleeve rain jacket. Now this would have been a long sleeve, so it's actually missing the bottom half of like where you can make it a short sleeve. But this also sold fairly quickly. I paid $4.32 for this. It sold within a week for $42.50 plus $4.95 shipping. Made 32 bucks after fees and shipping. Here's another great brand, Peter Millar. This is a 100% cashmere V-neck sweater, which I was happy to move a sweater in the middle of summer. This I sold. Did I take an offer? Nope. This sold full price for $46.75 plus $4.95 shipping. I paid $4 for this at Goodwill. My Goodwill price is clothing at $5, but with my 25% off discount, it's $4 even. And I made just under 37 bucks on this. So Peter Millar, even the polos and the button front shirts do pretty well for me. Another great brand to keep an eye out for. Next, okay, this is good. I found this NFL on-field Jamal Adams New York Jets jersey at Goodwill. I paid $2 for this. It was half off. It sold really quickly for 60 bucks plus $4.95 shipping. Actually sold within a week and a half, which I was completely happy with. Made about 50 bucks after fees and shipping. And you can see the tag here on field. I mean, this looked like it was barely even worn. And lastly, I sold a Rawlings C100XL baseball glove. Right hand throw, so it's a left hand mitt. You can see here, it's a little beat up, but I think people like to buy them already broken in, ready to play. And this one didn't have too much wear on it, but it definitely was played. Baseball gloves, in my opinion, that I've looked up, do vary greatly, because there's been some that I've seen that sell for like 10 or 15 bucks, and there's some like this one that sold within 3 weeks for $49.95 plus $8 shipping. And I paid $7 for this at Goodwill. Luckily, they didn't write on it. Some of the baseball gloves that I found, they'll write with permanent marker on, and it's completely impossible to get off. So sometimes I'll just make it look like a name, or I'll try to box it out so you can't see the price. But this one actually had a sticker on it, thank God. So it was easy to peel off. It was easy to just peel off. But here's the model C100XL. After fees and shipping, I made 35 bucks. So, not the greatest of sales, but for summertime, a lot of my other items were lower end shirts, $15, $20, $25 items. But these are all items that sold fairly quick. So that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys learned a lot from this video about certain brands and items that you can find at thrift stores and garage sales. If you did like the video, please hit the like button. It would mean a tremendous amount. It'll also help with the YouTube algorithm and get my video out there to other people that it could possibly help. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.